guys, it's Kelly. I'm back with another process video. When I saw this cut file in Ashley Horton's cut file shop, I fell in love with it and knew that I had to have it and make a layout with it. So I cut it out of Amy Tangerine's Better Together paper, and I'm not sure which of the papers, but I was able to find it at AC Moore, which is very surprising. If you have an AC Moore, you know that there really isn't much of anything as far as the paper singles go, and they actually had this and a couple of other pieces like from Chamel Starshine and Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection. So when I saw that they had it, I picked up a few pieces just to have extra, even if I didn't have the whole line, and so glad I did, because it makes it easier for me to use up almost an entire sheet on a cut file. So I just have this picture of Emily, and it's just a sweet picture, and I knew that I wanted to use it. I thought the colors worked well with the colors in this collection, and as I said earlier, this cut file with all the hearts and the ampersand, it was just so cute that I just wanted to make a page that had pretty product and this cute cut file. So what I'm doing now is just layering up some pieces behind it. I knew that I wanted to have several layers, but I didn't want it to be too busy. I wanted to keep the colors within these pinks and the yellows, and just figured that I would do several layers with that and pop it up on some craft foam and just go from there and see where the layout took me. Most of the time when I go to do a page, I have no idea with what I want to do, or certain products that I want to use. I'll pull out a line and go from there, or I'll pull out the kit. But as far as certain embellishments and things, I end up looking through my things just like I am right now to figure out exactly what it is that I want to use on the page. So I did have this Amy Tangerine word sticker book and found this sticker that had a little bit of green in it, but it says "My Happy," and I thought that despite having the green that it would work well with this, and my thought was to possibly incorporate it with the title. So I also have the clear stickers with this, and I saw Irit put a rub-on the white craft foam, and I loved the way that that looked, so I thought, well, if we can do a rub-on, I most certainly can do the clear stickers. And even though I don't use this sticker on this layout, I do love the way that it came out. It's basically making your own puffy sticker, and I will definitely use it at some other point. I will come back though and use another clear sticker and mount it on craft foam, and I think towards the end I use a rub-on, and the rub-ons were fairly new and they just rubbed on like butter. So that is definitely the key to using your rub-ons, is to use them very quickly. So at this point, like I said, I have no idea where I'm going with this page. I really don't have a title in mind. I love scrapbooking stories and getting, detailed stories down, but I just love sometimes just to play with product and have fun. So this is definitely one of those layouts. And, some people, will say that they're concerned if it's taking them a long time to make a page, and I think with my thought process is, as long as I'm having fun, I don't care if it takes me 2 hours to make a page. It's just, this is my therapy, this is my downtime, the way that I relax, so I don't mind it one bit. So I do have this Shimmers color that is no yoking, I believe, and I think it's a Vibes, but I'm not sure. I don't have many of these products, so I don't know all of the differences between which one has shimmer and which one doesn't. I just knew that what I wanted was just splashes of color peeking out from behind the cut file. I didn't even put gesso on the page, and it was just little bits of color that I wanted behind the ampersand just to jazz it up some. So I do have my colors of mist on that little tag swatch that you briefly saw at the bottom, and I just pulled out a pink from Tattered Angels that matched the pink in the collection and just did a few mist droplets. I didn't want it to be really busy. I felt like the cut file is so large that it really takes up a lot of the space, and it's something that your eye is going to naturally gravitate towards. And I always like my focus to be on the photo as well. You know, for me, if the page is so busy that the photo is lost on it, then I did not do a good job with the page. So I always want my photo to be the focus and then everything else to complement it. So I pulled out these puffy stickers and just start putting a few around the page, and I end up not leaving those where they are. I will use a couple of the puffy stickers. I finally figure out that I need to get my title down, and I need to figure out what my title is going to be. So while I'm thinking about the title and while I'm brainstorming about the title, I decide that I wanted another layer behind the photo just to bring in more of the yellow. And that scrap piece of paper was perfect with the hearts, and it just reinforced the heart theme and brought in that yellow as well. So I felt like things were really starting to tie themselves together. So I went back through the sticker book and briefly thought about bringing in a little bit more green to tie in that sticker, and then I just decided against it, and just to let that be the little pop of green. So I pulled out my Pink Fresh Studio Puffy Alphas, and I decided that my title was going to be My Happy Sweet Girl. And I knew that these round stickers in the sticker book would be great for just a little subtitle. And those are the stickers that sometimes I forget about and I'll have left over. So I wanted to try to incorporate those in my title if I had a chance. So I was thinking that I needed something up top as well, and I was thinking about a photo corner, and it was too small, and I didn't necessarily want to cut more into the paper for a bigger photo corner because I couldn't make up my mind if I really liked it there or not. So I end up just taking it off, but I will get back to that in just a moment. So this is where I go through some of my older Amy Tan stash and just going through and seeing what else I can find, and that's when I pull out the rub-ons, and I am going to just put it down, and it goes on like butter on this craft foam. This is definitely a technique that I will be using again. I love the way that it turned out. So cute. Easy to cut out, especially since the flowers aren't so detailed, and I just think that it really brings the rub-ons or the clear stickers, you know, up to a whole new level. Plus, I like the fact that I can move them around the page and not have to, you know, because once you rub something on or stick that clear sticker down, you're pretty much married to that spot, you know. I don't have much success moving clear stickers like that around my page. So I decided that I was really starting to like the way that this was coming together, and I wanted to get things down before I lost where I had them in their placement. A lot of people will take pictures with their phone, but I record with my phone, so that is not an option for me. So at this point, I'm just going to stick everything down, and I'm pretty sure that that's about it for this page. I do have a bunch of close-ups at the end, and I just wanted to thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I will be seeing you very soon. Take care. Bye.